This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and I want to cover this article here from The Independent called Grimes Compares Fame to an Emotionally Abusive Relationship and Says She Has Zero Interest in It. What they're going to go on to say is zero interest in it anymore. Obviously, she did in the first place, so I thought this was something kind of cool to go over. Let's take a look. Grimes has said that she has zero interest in being famous anymore. In a tweet shared on Sunday, November 21st, the singer compared being a celebrity to an emotionally abusive relationship as she admitted to struggling with the constant stream of criticism faced online. Now, a lot of people say I want to be rich and famous, but they're really two completely different things. For me, I think I could probably handle the fame. I'm really desensitized to criticism and things like that, so that's okay. But obviously, the rich part I think is a little bit more important for survival, leaving your kids something, and things like that. But some people I don't think make the separation necessarily. I just have literally zero interest in being famous anymore, she wrote. My job requires being on social media. I mean, I'm not sure it's a personal requirement for her to have a personal account on social media. Her band can have a page. That's all you need, really. I mean, if you're in a band and that's your living, then not every single group member has to have an individual Instagram page. It's equivalent to an emotionally abusive relationship to hear countless times throughout the day about what a failure I am, just in order to do my job on the most basic level. Last month, photos of Grimes reading the Communist Manifesto circulated on Twitter as it was announced that she was semi-separated from Elon Musk. I don't see who's really criticizing her so much. She's in the news here and there. I don't see exactly who's criticizing Grimes so much. Most people I know just think she's fine or don't know much about her. Maybe she gets people trolling her and sending her DMs and messages and emails about certain things. Maybe her connection to Musk is hurting it because maybe people who hate him, lash out at her for that. I don't know. I just don't see it. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but when I make content about her, most people, even though a lot of people don't like Elon Musk, are kind of like, yeah, she's kind of cool too. She's fine too. I mean, what I'm trying to say is I think there's people out there that get it a lot worse than her. Here's the original tweet. It's exactly what they have in the article. Then they mention this. Paparazzi followed me to a shoot, so I tried to think what I could do that would yield the most onionish possible headline, and it worked, she tweeted. So, if you guys missed it, what she did was she took a book and she wasn't actually reading it. It was a controversial topic, controversial book, and the paparazzis followed her around, took pictures of it, the pictures got out, then she said they were fake, which I think is an actually good thing to do. It's an actually helpful thing to do because we know some other celebrities do it to make themselves look smarter, to make them look like they're avid readers, that they're bookworms, when they're probably not. And Grimes is saying, look what we can do to make us look like we're reading certain books or reading books or things like that. So I have no problem with her. I don't know so much about her because she's just been in the news recently because of Elon Musk, their separation, and things like that. So if you guys know something extremely negative about Grimes, let me know, but for now, she seems fine to me. And as far as not wanting to be famous anymore, sure, I guess I could relate, but honestly, it's not that hard to get out of it. If you don't want to be famous anymore, don't do things to make headlines, limit your social media to business-only things, new album coming out, here's my new songs, this kind of thing. Don't do anything that people are going to pick up on, report on, because there's all kind of reports on social media now. It's become news when a tweet happens, when an Instagram post happens. She should know that. So my point is, it's probably not that hard not to be famous. You could drop out of relevance if you want to. Stars have to fight to stay relevant. Look at you-know-who, trying to stay relevant by doing all kind of crazy things. And not just her. Obviously, a lot of other stars playing the racial politics, identity politics, things like that, stirring things up, fake woke when they're not woke, and they end up making headlines, getting shit for their terrible politics, but somewhat staying relevant. Chrissy Teigen is an okay example. She fights to stay relevant. Obviously, Meghan Markle fights to stay relevant. She does whatever she can to get attention. So, point is, Grimes, you can drop out of the race if you want. Anyway, few things about the channel. First off, shout out to Cindy Bryden, Carla Ellis, and Lotus Flower, always sending me articles. Thank you very much. Also, got a GoFundMe if you want to chip in, saving up for a new computer, on about $500. So it should happen at some point. If you don't like GoFundMe, got a PayPal, just to try to up the quality of the channel. But enough about that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you consider it and don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.